Okay, got a little piece of jewelry right there next to an iron pipe. The top lots have a lot of jewelry in them, right? Sometimes they're around the pipes. And I've been upstairs for the last about 3 hours testing the Equinox against the Deus. Let's start with the Deus. I do a lot of testing upstairs, and I only come out here when it's very, very conclusive, right? So with the Equinox in Park 1, if you guys noticed, you get falsing around the big iron, right? You get falsing about 3 or 4 inches away, right? In Park 1, right? My iron bias at 0. Gain is really low because I have high EMI. I'll crank it up here. See? It's falsing. See? It's a negative. Negative. Right? Because you're going to get that same tone around that whole thing this far out on there, right? And it doesn't matter what iron bias you have next to that big iron. It doesn't really matter, right? So I've tried single frequencies, multi-frequencies, and each different program all the way to every program, every frequency, and every different program, different recovery speeds, lots of different settings. And I was testing the Equinox for probably the longest, right? Just trying to hit this target here. It just won't do it, right? 4 kilohertz, right? It's trying there. 5 kilohertz. No. 10 kilohertz. Zero discrimination here, right? No iron on. Right? I don't want to hear that iron. 15 kilohertz. Hit it one way there, right? 20 kilohertz. About the same, right? You just won't do it. Won't do it. And I'll try 40 kilohertz and it just falses on the iron. And what? See, it just falses on the iron, right? So there's no way you're going to be able to tell that that's there because it's falsing on the iron, right? Gives me a solid 1 tone. Now I'll go to Park 2, multi-frequency. Nope. Multi-frequency. Nope, not going to do it. Falsing on the iron, right? Multi-frequency is falsing on the iron, right? Right? Not going to do it. So even if I go down to 4 kilohertz and go through the secret frequency, is the same as Park 1. You know, single frequency mode is the same in all different modes, right? Right. Not going to hit it. 5 kilohertz, not going to hit it. 10 kilohertz, not going to hit it. 15 kilohertz, it'll probably hit it one way, right? Just like before, right? Hit it one way, right? 40 kilohertz, it's just going to false on the iron, right? See? Going to false on the iron. So, Park 1, multi-frequency, falses about this far away from there. It gives me some high tones on it. And the closer I get, it starts overloading and then it goes silent. I don't get any tones. And I get some iron tones, right? It starts getting really jumpy. And if there's a target in there, I won't be able to hit it in Park 1 multi-frequency. Park 2, it just falses, right? Falses, right? Not going to be able to hit any target next there because it's falsing, right? All right, I'll show you what it sounds like. 16, right? I'll crank my gain up here a little bit here, right? All right, not going to do it, right? I just can't get close to the iron. There's a reason why I don't use the Equinox in the top lots, because both multi-frequency operations, Park 1 and Park 2, just don't do the big iron around it, right? I want an all-round machine that's going to do the open area, it's going to do the park, it's going to do the trash, the picnic benches, around the basketball courts, in the iron next to the benches, in the iron next to the top lots. I want an all-round machine, right? And if it's falsing like this, right? Actually, I'll go to Goldfield. Some of you guys might be interested in the Goldfield program, right? Right there. Just to give you guys a break here, right? Right. Multi-frequency, beach, no. I can't change frequencies there. But I'll go to Goldfield. It's hitting it just a little bit. Right there. Yeah, it's hitting it just a little bit. 0, 1, right? Two is not doing it in 40 kilohertz. Try that multi-frequency. Not multi-frequency. Goldfield 2 is not doing it. So 40 kilohertz, I think it just falses. Yeah, it just falses in 40 kilohertz. Anytime I put it in 40 kilohertz, it's going to false on that iron, right? The Deus does the exact same thing, right? Multi-frequency, Goldfield, right? The Deus here, right? I got the Simplex over there too. You see that thing? You know what's going to happen? You guys are probably going to shit your pants, right? Okay, hot program. I use hot program a lot, but it doesn't really hit this target too well. I tried all the coils, right? Tried the X35 9-inch, the 5x9 HF coil, and this coil seems to do better, right? Take it out of there, right? Let you guys listen to it a little bit here. Put it. Just do what it sounds like. Not very much difference, right? Not very much difference. And I've changed frequencies, because if I go up higher in the frequencies, especially with the Equinox and the Deus, I'm going to false on that iron really bad. It's going to give me high tones, and I won't be able to hit on that target there. So 14 kilohertz has been working pretty good. I've figured it out that 26 kilohertz hits it the best in pitch program. So I'm in the hot program, in the hot program pitch. And I've tried all the programs. I've tried to make lots of adjustments with this, with all the different coils. And it seems like hot program in pitch tones, 26 kilohertz is working very good. So I'm at 31 now. I'll have to go down to 26 kilohertz, right? Just an odd thing. I'm getting a little bit of EMI, right? And I have to go up to 5 recovery speed, right? And I've tested things for hours and hours, right? It's the best thing best it's going to do, right? There's a lot of EMI now, right? So I'm not going to be able to test it in 26 kilohertz, right? My auto response is at 3, and my discrimination, I'll go down to pitch tones, raise my pitch all the way up here. Now that I'm getting EMI, I can't frickin' use this machine in 26 kilohertz, right? So I'll have to not go with pitch tones, right? I can't do this test now. Actually, I'll discriminate like I was planning on doing anyway. Up to 10, all right? 10, right here. Spanks it right out, right? See that? Spanks it right out, right? Hot program will not hit it. 54 kilohertz, and I'll actually go down to my frequency here. I'll go down with my frequency to 14 kilohertz, and watch. Still hits it pretty good. See that? Still hits it pretty good. See how much I was struggling with the Equinox, right? With the Deus, it takes a lot more pushing buttons with the Equinox, with the Deus, because you can switch tones in each separate program, right? I'll go to 3-tone here. I'll just go to I don't want to go deep program because it's going to false on the iron, right? Deus fast program right here, watch. I'm not going to be able to hit this target here, right? Right? Because the further I get away from that, it's going to false, right? So I'm not able to hit that. I'm not able to hit that target there, right? I've tried the gain down and the gain up high on all the machines, right? I've tried all the settings. I've done this test several times in the past, but yeah. I'll show you what, I'll go back up to the hot program, Right. What I usually use in the top lots, and I've done a lot of testing with the hot program. That is a small piece of jewelry there though. So I'll go to 54 kilohertz. And watch this, right? The stock hot program right here. Oh no, this is not the stock hot program. I'll just turn it off. Even the pitch program doesn't work nearly as good as the hot program in pitch tones, right? So I'll just turn it back on, stock hot program here, and go up to 54 kilohertz. Come on. It should go back down here. Okay, right there. 54 kilohertz. Raise my reactivity up to 5. I usually don't have my reactivity up to 5, but it's the only way to hit it in here, right? Just hit it just a little bit, right? See? A little bit. Alright, just hitting it a little bit. But I can't use my middle frequency because I'm getting too much EMI. Well, instead of all the heartache, learning how to dial the machine in, which frequency, which mode, which iron bias, which all that stuff, right? Just turn the Simplex on and just start smacking stuff out, right? The Simplex does this so many times. Sitting there testing and testing and testing against the Equinox on all different kinds of scenarios. Equinox and Deus and my other machines, my hand machines, and I bring the Simplex in. Right? That's part 1. I'll go to beach right here. Not hitting it very good because it's rejecting the iron there, right? This is zero discrimination, full gain. Right? Take it out. Sweep fast, slow. Field mode right here. Right? I'll even get this closer. Watch this. I'll get it close. Right. Now I'm pushing it there. It's just a little bit too close there, but just a freaking no-brainer with the Simplex, man. I'm telling you, I've tested for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours. All these machines, right? Every time I bring out the Simplex, I say, I wonder if the Simplex will hit it. Never fails, man. Every freaking time I bring out the Simplex to test it against my other machines in any type of scenario, in most types of scenarios, the Simplex spanks their ass bad. I mean, really bad. So if you have a Simplex and you're wanting to get like a new machine, like a multi-frequency machine or a a high-end machine, I can promise you, you will never get a better deal on any machine for the rest of your life. I can guarantee you that. For the price that you pay for the Simplex, it is freaking magic what the Simplex does, right? They have the machine dialed in just perfect. No having to change recovery speed, the frequencies, the iron bias, the modes. I mean, you saw that? All 3 modes. Field, Park 1, Park 2 was hitting that target right there, right? Happens to me all the time, man. I'm sitting there testing and testing and testing a subject, and the Simplex comes in and shows them what it's all about, right? Is there a best machine ever built? I don't know. You can decide that. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.